Sorry for the lateness. How's everybody doing? Hello to Juanson. Hello to Julie. Hello to Shakira. Hello to Stephanie. And hello to everybody else who is here with us. It is nice to see you. We are going to start this off with Julie, Shakira, and Stephanie. Anybody else onto the list, I will notify in just a few moments, but that's what we've got. So, Julie, you are on up first. I'm just going to go and gather your questions, my love. Here we go. Such as... All right. So, Julie. That is the correct list, and Julie's right over here. My kids decided that they would make chaos into my house a little bit. They decided that they were going to take out the Christmas trees. I tell them, okay, you can take out the Christmas tree outside and the reindeers, but that's it. Just put them out there. They ended up putting them out, lighting them up, the whole thing. Then they ended up taking out another Christmas tree, an else, upstairs. That one's lit. It's decorated. The whole thing is done. The other two into the house. My table's decorated. Many things, many things. I think it's too soon, but hey. I don't know. Now my house feels like chaos. So, fires to put out. That's not good. I will definitely try. Whatever it is that can pass on through will pass on through, my beautiful Julie. So, absolutely. And let me go and see further questions. But in regards to what you're asking me, I have no problems with that, sweetie pie. I will do it tonight. All right. I know. I'm not even kidding you. I'm not kidding you. Look. This is the proof. Where the heck is my proof? Wait, I've got proof. Oh, here it is. So I went into the bathtub. I thought, okay, I'm going to go for a bath. And when I come out, this is what I found in front of my house. Wait, there you go. See, the door of my house, a Christmas tree and reindeers. That's what I found. Oh, and there's a crown on the door too. So I'm not lying. And then they've done things inside too. Yeah. They put kitty cat into a Christmas sock. They did many things. Yeah. Today, okay, well, we're going to be working at it to try to fix everything on up. Oh, I know. But our Thanksgiving's already gone, so yeah. Yeah, I kid you not. They already did it. They did it. I have 4 Christmas trees, so they did 2 of them. One outside and one inside. There's still 2 left to be done. Yeah, they're very good at taking actions. They're very, very good at taking actions. Hold on. Actually, you are after, sweetie. You are right after Julie, my love. Then it's going to be Shakira. So, yes, my beautiful Stephanie. All right, so here we go. So, let me get straight to it. So, not a problem whatsoever. I will look into that for you. It'll be my great pleasure, and I will do those workings tonight, my beautiful love. Everybody, please do remember, we do have a full moon that is coming on up. We do have a full moon that's coming on up. So, yeah. Oh, game on! I'm gonna go see. You sent me pictures. Okay, I'm gonna go and look after. I don't even know if you're into live. Maybe I'm just really excited and you're not here and I'm talking to myself. But if you are here, I'm excited. I'm excited to go look. All right, so my beautiful Julie, in regards to your first question, in regards to the workings, it shall be done tonight. Have no fear, and I will continue to repeat it. It's already into our full moon plan, but we're just going to add on in, like you say, a couple little additional things. So, your first question, yes. I don't necessarily feel like there's a lot of things that we could have done better. I feel like we actually have to be careful with the over-analysis of things. So when I actually tune into that day, the energy around him feels like it's a little bit reflective, but not regretful, just kind of quietly a little bit thoughtful. So I feel like he's proud of how natural and how easy things felt between the both of you. But there are a couple little things onto his mind that he wishes maybe he'd done, a little bit differently. So I feel like he wished that he'd been more expressive with his affection, like he held himself back a little bit physically, maybe even a little bit emotionally, because he wanted to be a little bit closer than what he actually portrayed and showed. So there is a sense that he wanted to show you more tenderness, maybe a few extra touches, compliments, moments of reassurance, but he kind of second guessed the timing a little bit. So he also, I feel, he was also thinking afterwards that he could have taken more initiative in planning or extending the evening. That could have been something he could have done. So I feel like he wanted to make it a little bit more special for you, but didn't really want to come across as like overdoing it. And so I feel like he's learning to really just kind of balance being thoughtful with being spontaneous. And I feel like he's trying to really just get whatever is best for you. But sometimes he tends to overthink things. A little bit like you. Let's go see onto your end. Let's go see what could have happened on your end. All right. Onto your end altogether. I feel like you did beautifully, sweetie. I feel like you showed up with openness, with warmth, but also with beautiful sincerity. And that's what he felt the most. But if there's anything that could have been done better, I would actually say it's simply to trust yourself more. You often kind of a little bit second guess yourself. So Spirit shows moments where you might have kind of second guessed how he was feeling or wondering if you were doing enough. And that subtle little worry can slightly pull you out of the moment. So the message here is that you don't need to try harder. You don't need to overanalyze. You just need to be. So just be. So he already feels safe and he already feels cherished into your energy. So basically, if we look at the bigger picture into both of your questions altogether, you're both a little bit refining your rhythm. So learning each other's cues, comfort levels, emotional pace at the same time. So this is like a nice sweet stage where love depends not through perfection. It's not about having a perfect. Nothing is perfect. It's not about that. But it's about being present. It's about the small little things. It's about the intentional moments. So I'm going to say you both did absolutely beautifully. And growth over here doesn't mean doing it perfectly. It just means staying open to whatever comes along. It means not over analyzing. And it means learning from each other more than anything else. Oh, there you are, my beautiful game on, sweetie. I didn't look at it yet, but I know you sent me something. Thank you, my love. I will definitely go and look. Yeah, no, you didn't show up as being neither of them. No. Yeah. I'm going to say everything was absolutely perfect, sweetie. My beautiful game on, I'm just going to let you know, you are going to be up in about probably, I'd say, 25 minutes, my love. We can leave you a timestamp. Just want to let you know that you are going to be coming on up in about 25 minutes, sweetie. Yes, I do believe he will. But I feel like a lot of it...
Maman, un message t'a fait dire que Raphaël n'arrête pas de t'appeler. Écrit.
All right, my love. I shall see you soon. So yes, I do believe he's going to make improvements intentionally based on all of that. But everything all together, sweetie pie. Stephanie, my love, you're going to be on up next. Absolutely. Relax your beautiful soul, sweetie pie. Stephanie, you're going to be at 10 minutes and 30 seconds. Shakira is next, followed out by Game On, Metal On. So, Stephanie. Okay, let's go see. That's going to be the first question. I'm just going to go and get your second one. And your second question is Jonathan's current feelings and intentions towards you. Okay, and I do have you also a third time. I'm just going to gather all your questions so I won't lose any of them. And how did Jonathan feel? Okay, perfect. So we're going to start off with your first question over here, my love. And we're going to move on forward into question number 2 and question number 3. Then we're going to be moving on to our beautiful Shakira, followed out by Game On, Metal On. All right. So here we go. Question number 1, sweetie pie. Okay. So here we go. So we are with, and I do have a timestamp for you. I'm going to actually put you at 11 minutes now. Okay. So how did he feel seeing you last night? And how did he feel? And how did he, not saying anything to him or looking at him directly? That must have been difficult, right? That must have been difficult, love. I feel you, sweetie. I do. If ever you do have any of these questions, like this most likely happened last night at a later on time, but if ever it happens, in an earlier time, or I don't know, happens on a Saturday or whatever, you can always send in questions for onto the Sunday. But anyhow, when I tune into his energy from last night, the first thing that comes through is, I'm actually going to say somewhat a little bit of a wave of surprise. I truly do feel like he was surprised to see you there, sweetie. I feel like it was surprise, but I also feel like it was mixed with emotion. Like he was not expecting to necessarily see you there, my love. It was just like a kind of a moment. So seeing you kind of stirred something that was really kind of deep within him because, well, he wasn't really expecting it. So he wasn't expecting that energy between you two at the very same time to kind of feel strong. I don't know if you felt the strong or the strength within it, but he definitely did. So he just didn't think that it would be that strong, even within the silence that was there. So I kind of feel like it hit him a little bit harder than he would have thought, or that he actually anticipated, because I know that at some point in time he did think about it. Like he did think about, hey, what about whenever we see each other again at some point in time, because you guys do go to the same type of places once in a while. So it is something he has thought about, but it was just more difficult than what he thought. I feel like there was a lot of confusion, a lot of mixed on in emotions. So there was like that mix of nostalgia. There's that longing that came over him at the very same time. Almost like his heart spoke before his mind could actually kind of catch on up. So he definitely did notice your presence, and I feel like he noticed it fairly immediately. Even if you didn't look at him directly, spirit shows that it did make him curious, but it also made him really, really uneasy, because he just kind of felt that shift. Now, that calm strength into your silence, what you gave on out, he felt that you were more composed and more protecting of your peace, and that energy impressed him. It impressed him, but it also kind of a little bit unsettled him. Yes, like it made him reflect inward, wondering what you were feeling, what were you thinking, because you weren't expressing it. It was completely different than what he would have thought. So he sensed that you were feeling something also, but not cold, but distant, in a way that said, I'm not chasing this energy anymore. You're open to it if ever it comes towards you, but you're not chasing it. So that quiet confidence from you actually made him feel kind of small for a little moment, like he lost his place into your world. So there's a bit of pride in him that wanted to kind of act unaffected. This is not bothering me. Nothing is happening with this. But inside, he was replaying your energy over and over and over, like looping this, if you will. So you didn't actually need to speak to actually make an impact. You made more of an impact by doing and saying absolutely nothing. So what I'm saying is, in short, seeing you reminded him how real your connection was and how your silence, poof, spoke volumes to him, sweetie. So it made him feel emotional, made him feel reflective, even a little bit regretful of how things actually turned out. So I'm going to say for you, onto your side, you held your power beautifully. You did absolutely everything that you possibly could. So what's important for you at this moment is to keep standing into that quiet confidence. Why? Because at that moment in time, at that party, what you did is you ended up shifting those energies. You shifted up the dynamics. So he's the one now who's sitting with the weight of what is unspoken while you're moving forward in grace and in beautiful strength. Now that is powerful. Now, into your second question. Hold on just a second. Hi, Farah. Nice to see you, sweetie. How are you doing, my love? Thank you, sweetie pie. We'll leave you a timestamp. You're probably going to be up in about 10 minutes or so, sweetie, okay? I'm sending you much love, sweetie, and thank you. Hi, Mischievous. Nice to see you too, sweetie pie. Stephanie, you say you were shocked yourself, to be honest. I know you were nervous to see him, but he himself seemed kind of unbothered too. No, he was just kind of hiding it, sweetie. Thank you, my beautiful Farah, my love. I'll be with you. I would definitely leave you a timestamp, but if you do want to come on through, you know, in about 25 minutes or so, it will definitely be your turn, sweetie pie. Let's go see Jonathan's current feelings and intentions towards you now that you guys saw each other last night. Wait, there is a question over here that I skipped of yours. Hold on. I had 3, but there's actually 4. So I'm just going to inverse these. Hold on. Okay, so we're going to go into question number 2 now, my love. All right. So his intentions and feelings towards you now that you guys saw each other last night, is this going to change the dynamics between you guys? Is it going to be good or is it going to be bad? That's your second question that we're moving on forward at this moment. Now, I'm not going to be looking into the chat too much to try to answer most precisely as I possibly can. But please be sure, my beautiful Shakira, if you are somewhere around, you are on up next, followed out by our beautiful Game On Medalon. So here we go. So what's actually going to be happening with this? Is anything going to be changing from it and everything of the such? From what I can see at this moment, I still do have our Hermit energy and I still have our 10 of Cups in reverse. I still have some issues that are here that are playing around. I still don't quite have all the strength and not quite the energy to face what's going on. So what I'm going to say is, since you two kind of crossed those paths last night, his energy, it did shift, but not enough for something to, you know, like I can feel that something is stirring into his thoughts and within his emotions. So seeing you in person kind of a little bit reignited those feelings that he's been kind of, you know, just tucking away over here. So we still do have that mix of longing, we still have that curiosity, and we still have that regret that is running through him at this moment. So it's as if that brief moment reminded him of the connection that he once had with you, which is something that is real, something that is grounding, something that is hard to replace. So I feel like his current feelings at this moment are conflicted but deep. So he feels drawn to you emotionally, almost a little bit magnetically, but he's also very aware of the space and the silence between the both of you at this moment. So Spirit shows that he's been reflecting a lot on how he handled things into the past and how he might have maybe even underestimated your strength and your self-worth because of the way that you acted last night. So there's an admiration that's there. He respects how calm and how composed you were last night. You didn't need to say a word. Your energy spoke for you at that moment. So as for his intentions, he's not quite ready to make any moves yet. He's still into the same place of thinking. Spirit shows him replaying a lot of moments, especially the moment that passed on by last night, questioning if he should reach out or wondering if that door is still somewhat open. So he has a lot of questions. He has a lot of things he has to answer himself. Now, the thought of reapproaching you feels like it's completely intimidating for him. Like, that's scary as heck. So he senses that you've grown, and that scares him. Not even just a little bit, it scares him a lot because he can't predict your reaction anymore. He doesn't know what you're going to do. But it also motivates him at the same time to reflect on what he truly does want, which is an interesting twist. So regarding how this might actually change the dynamics, well, it will at some point, and it will. There's no doubt about it. But Spirit is clear that this encounter was meant to realign the energy between the both of you. It feels like this brought balance. So your silence created a shift where he is now the one who is feeling your absence, but more deeply. So this change is actually quite good for you. It reclaims your power and it puts the emotional weight back where it belongs, which is exactly into his own awareness. So if he does approach again, because nothing is sure, it would be with more humility and it would be with more emotional awareness. But Spirit still wants you to stay steady into your pace. Don't chase him for clarity, because at this moment you've got the upper hand. So let him come towards you. Let him come forward with his energy so his energy actually matches yours. Now, I'm going to go to the question that I almost skipped, which was Jay trying to get your attention by dancing with those girls? Are you wrong by feeling? I'm going to go and see that. Yeah, Shakira, you're next, sweetie pie. You are next. Hold on. Yeah, he danced the night all the way with the multiple girls at a time. It seemed forced on his end, right? Okay. Hold on. Oh, let's go see my love. Hold on. Hold on. Janelle, if you're okay. All right. He just came off like, okay. But I think maybe that's a little bit what he was actually trying to give on off. Yeah. Hold on just a second, okay? I'm going to go and look at that. So we're on to that question at this moment. All right. All right, sweetie, let's go see what's happening. Okay. Sweetie pie. When I tune into his energy, what I actually see within that, because I know that he was dancing with all those ladies and everything, what I'm actually going to say is this. I feel like Spirit shows that there is a very distinct mix of nervousness, but also the ego energy that is there, that is actually coming through him. So yes, he was definitely trying to get your attention from it, even if he would never admit it out loud. You could even ask him, he would not tell you. Dancing with those girls wasn't purely about fun. There was that subtle undercurrent that was there. There was, let me shock her. Let me show her what I'm doing, where I'm going, and how completely unbothered I am. So this was about him showing you that. It was a little bit like him trying to give you some type of revenge, right? So he was trying to get your attention, even if he was not admitting it, sweetie. Dancing with those girls wasn't purely, like I was saying, that type of fun. There was that subtle undercurrent of wanting to be seen by you, your eyes, your regard, the way that you were looking. It's as though he wanted to test whether you notice to gauge, let's say, if you still even cared in any kind of a way. So his energy in that moment felt really, really quite performative. I need to perform. I need to do this. Which is where you were getting a little bit of those feelings of unsteadiness. So outwardly light and casual, but inwardly conflicted. So there's this image of him kind of glancing into your direction, not full on staring, because, oh my God, we wouldn't want to do that, but very aware of your presence. So Spirit shows that his heart chakra is there, and it's just kind of flickering like that little light at midnight. So there's excitement, and it's mixed with restraint. He didn't want to appear too vulnerable, so he put on that light, like, oh, I'm fine. Kind of to put a little bit like a mask on. It's like he's still playing Halloween. I'm going to put this mask on, and see how uneasy this actually feels. All right. So you're not wrong at all for feeling, or noticing that he may have wanted to speak to you, but was actually holding on back. In fact, you were actually reading the exact energy exactly as it was. Spirit is showing that there were moments where he considered approaching you. He thought about doing so. And his thoughts kept saying, should I go over? Should I go over? Should I say something? But his pride and his uncertainty kept him into place. So he was afraid of a reaction. He was afraid of a rejection. He was afraid of reopening a conversation that he didn't know how to finish into an environment that he felt a little bit insecure into. So he really did want to somewhat reconnect with you, even if it was just a little bit of that small exchange, like a hey, how are you doing kind of a thing. But his ego and his hesitation got into the way, and the silence between you two was so much more louder. And yes, he was definitely trying to make you jealous onto his own side. So I'm going to say he's still processing how he feels after that encounter. You held your composure beautifully. And that, more than anything, made him realize that your energy is there and your energy has evolved. It is calm. It is grounded. It's no longer necessarily waiting for him to react. And that scares the crap out of him. Yes. Ah, body Lux. Oh my gosh. Hey, sweetie pie. Nice to see you. How have you been, my love? No, that's not even what it's about, sweetie. It's not that you have done something bad and so he's thinking, oh, I need to do revenge. It's a question of, this is where I'm at. This is what I've done. I don't want to show my ego. I don't want to show my feelings. I'm just going to show like everything's okay. I'm just like, everything's okay. I'm flirting. I've moved on. Because if he actually shows that he's sad and he's all down and that he's confused, that's not the portrait he wants to give out. He wants to give out the image of somebody who is strong, somebody who's in control, somebody who knows what they want, somebody who's following on through. He doesn't want to show that he's conflicted and lost, doesn't know what the heck what to do. So he's projecting another type of image. That's what he's doing. It's not necessarily out of revenge, but it's more like a proof. Look what I'm doing. I'm okay. Look at me. Yeah. I know. He has definitely not moved on, sweetie pie. Definitely not moved on in any kind of a way. All right. All right. It was a bit hard to watch not going, I know, sweetie. I know that's not easy. Just 1 second. Here we go. The message that I was gonna skip over is over here. Shakira, you're next, my love. Hold on. Okay, let's go see what he did last night. So, how did he feel going to bed to last night? What you were heavy onto his mind? Oh, sweet Lord. All right. So, I actually feel that when he went to bed last night that his energy was unsettled. I'm not going to say chaotic. I'm going to say unsettled. All right. Not everything was actually turning around to the way that it should be. Our Wheel of Fortune is reversed. We have our Three of Wands. We have our High Priestess. And we also have over here Six of Cups. Whoever it is that he was playing around with is, just a friendship. It's somebody kind of passing on to the bye. Nothing much more. So I'm going to say his energy felt really, really unsettled. Not chaotic, but I'm going to say thoughtful, a little bit emotionally stirred. Seeing you brought up a lot more than what he expected. So Spirit shows that he tried to distract himself, kind of brush it off. But the truth is that you were heavily onto his mind. Like, he kept replaying how calm you were, how self-assured you were, and quietly how powerful you looked. And that truly did bother him. Imagine. He sees you being like the most powerful, beautiful lady that is there. Like, you don't give up about what is going on and anything. He's just trying to match up your energy. That's all he was trying to do. So when he was actually home, when he's doing his other things, he's got that mix of nostalgia. He's got that guilt. It's as though seeing you reminded him of the connection, what he misses, the choices that he made, and what caused that distance between you. So there's that moment before he fell asleep where he caught himself thinking, is she really done trying? Is she really finished? Am I over? Is this it? And that thought lingered on more than he would actually like to admit. And it made him feel more emotional into an internal way, but it made him feel more emotional. So did he care that he saw you? Yes. This encounter was significant for him, like something truly shifted energetically. Now, it's almost as if he didn't necessarily realize how much space you actually hold into his mind until he saw you that evening at that place. So, I'm sorry. It's like if that moment where he had to face you, things shifted into his mind. As for what is going on with portrait of his actions, honestly, this was really just a great question of, I'm trying to see if I'm going, I'm just going to try to make you jealous. That's it. That's all. So I'm going to say, I don't believe that anything happened between, there was kissy, there was this and there was that, but there was nothing deep, there was nothing profound, there was nothing that went other than that. When they left. That was pretty much what it is. Nobody ended up going home and having socks together. So I'm going to say Spirit shows over here that you're still holding, you're still there, that you're still into his mind. He's trying to appear like he's composed and he's unaffected because he saw that you seem to be composed and unaffected. So I'm going to say there's definitely over here an off balance. Right now, I feel like he's reflecting. I feel like he's wondering if you saw through the facade, what he was going through, what he was truly feeling through that veil. Did you see how he truly was? And so he's asking himself all those questions. So basically, you left a mark onto his night. Your silence spoke volumes, and it made him think really, really deeply. So there's that admiration energy that is mixed on in with regret, but also with curiosity. And I feel like he really just went to bed, feeling your presence lingering, even if he didn't really actually want to admit it to himself altogether, my sweet love. Mm-hmm. The time change sucks. It's dark at 4 p.m. I despise it. Yeah, I know, my beautiful. Mm. I don't know. Same time as usual. I'll see where we're at, my dear Juanson, but I'm going to say probably at the same time. Um, do I think he's going to reach out soon? No, I don't. I think he's still mixed into his emotions. Maybe even worse than what he actually was. I feel like there's even more confusion. I feel like it's almost a battle. What I do, what you do. What I do, what you do. But I'm never going to tell you how I truly feel, because that would make me feel like I'm not good enough. I'm not strong enough. So no, we're into the ultimate Two of Swords. I don't feel so, sweetie. Uh-uh. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm going to say, my beautiful love, we're going to have to wait for this. We're going to have to wait and see what's going to be happening with it, my love. Let me finish off with some messages for you. I don't even know what I'm doing with that. That doesn't go there. This goes over here. However, I do want to give you messages, not for messages cards. It's not what I feel like. I'm going to go with these messages. Hold on. The bird sound brings back memories. I have a lot of birdie sounds. I do. Here we go. I've never changed them. I like the birdie. I feel like the birdie's good. The birdie's nice and sweet. It kind of helps me feel grounded. Talking about feeling grounded, I saw a man today. Oh my gosh. It was kind of shocking. Like, I don't have any problems with you being grounded into your yard or somewhere close to you, something of the such. But like, I live in a place where it's cold at this time of year. It's like 2-3 degrees outside. Yeah. And I was on my way to go bring my oldest son to his school, which is into the next town. And at lunchtime, and we have like these waterfalls that are well known that are there, and this man was walking. He had like dreads, he had this little hippie kind of look going on, and he was like somewhere into his 40s, but he was walking around. Never seen such a, I have not I don't know if he was trying to ground himself. He had no socks, no shoes, just bare feet walking around onto that bridge. And I thought to myself, oh my God, like, it's cold outside. Put yourself some socks on, man. I know it's about the ground. Maybe it's about the grounding. Maybe it's not about the grounding. I don't know who this person and where they came from. But anyways, that's it. That's my story. Yes, mischievous. I live right next to them. You are good. You are good. I live 2 minutes away by car. I pass over those waterfalls every single day. And I actually do some kayak all the way to where I can. I go all the way to the end where the falls begin to fall. That's where I end my kayak ride usually. Yeah, I go there with my children. No, I'm not in France though. I'm in Quebec City. Yeah, in Canada. But Les Chutes Montmorency, yeah, they're like 2 minutes away from my place. And there is a haunting story there. I have talked about it before, but there is the story called La Dame en Blanche, where she found her husband was cheating onto her on the night of their marriage, and she decided that that would be the end for her. And so she threw herself off of that waterfall. And you can still see, a lot of people saw her. I haven't seen it, but I don't go there at night. A lot of people have seen her ghost at night, and you can often see her around the waterfall or onto the bridge. There's a suspended bridge that goes over the waterfall. Yeah, so that's a story. We actually even have, Canada actually made a coin, like I think it's a quarter or 25, with the story of La Dame en Blanche onto it. Yeah. Thank you, Mischievous. Yeah, I would love to. Oh no, France would be so much warmer. But they have other issues in France. I love France, I really do. I actually almost did live there though. I almost did, my beautiful. I was supposed to go study at the University of Psychology in Toulouse, which I had been accepted, went, visited. I didn't like the school, never ended up going, came back over here. But yeah, it is a beautiful, there's a lot of beautiful places around this world, quite honestly. Okay, hold on. So there you go. That's my story. Oh, yeah. But it sounds nice. Oh, you're such a sweetie pie. I'm not good in Espanol. No, I'm not good in Espanol. Honestly, I'm not at all. I do love it. I'm just not good into it. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. Maddie, Lex, am I pro-choice? I am pro-choice. I am. Yes. What is happening with you, my beautiful, that you would ask such a question? I am definitely pro-choice. I don't believe that anybody should actually dictate what it is that you should do, what you should not do, or anything in any kind of a way. Your body, your choices into what maybe brought you into that situation or what did not bring you. I don't know. But yes, to answer your question, I am definitely pro-choice. You do whatever is best for you, for your situation, and everything that goes along with it. But I am very much pro-choice, but I love when people have a certain reflection towards it, though, because some people use the pro-choice into a way that I believe should not be used. But normally speaking, I will say yes. Yes. That makes you feel better before you send. What's going on, sweetie? Okay, hold on. Yes, what I was actually saying over here for our beautiful Stephanie, sweet Lord, I really lost myself into that. Yeah. Okay, hold on. And thank you, Juanson. Janelle will be with you. Not quite shortly, but shortly. I'll put it that way. Shortly. So here we go. I do have over here. I feel like the main message is coming out through over here from Jonathan for you, my beautiful Stephanie, is that the choice is still there. It is still completely open. The passion is still there, but we don't really know what to do with it. I just kind of feel like the choice is there, and everything that is kind of circulating around it is into an unknown type of a section where we have wants and we have desires, but we don't know necessarily how to fulfill them, or if it's the right decision or if it's not. There's just a whole bunch of confusion over here with our lovers, where there's an ultimate decision that needs to be made, so we can actually turn the unhappiness and the pause that we're into something that is more positive. So I kind of felt like that would be better than just message cards. It gives a little bit more of an overlook that's a little bit more personal, I feel. Anyhow, yeah. I do remember him, Batty. I do, my love. I do remember that situation. Shakira, are you around? Aww. I'm sorry, my beautiful. I'm sending you much love, sweetie. I've got you, Shakira, sweet one. It happens. It happens, sweetie. Not the first, not the last. It happens. It's okay. And, yeah, it's normal that you would be thinking about it. You're probably going to continue to think about it for quite some time. Um, I don't really feel like it's something that you forget. I don't. My sister made a choice like that a really long time ago. And yeah, anyhow, I don't believe it's something that you forget, but it's something that you accept. And I believe that there are choices that need to be made into life, and sometimes those choices are necessary, and they are what they are. So you do whatever it is best for you, my love. And into the meanwhile, I'm going to say it is that grieving process. It is the run through of it all, and it takes the time that it takes. So what's going to be important right now, my love, is really just you take care of yourself, that you do good things for yourself, that you don't bring yourself down about anything. Try to do things that try to make you happy as much as you possibly can. It's the best that you can do, my love, and within time, it'll get better, sweetie. Yeah. Yeah. Um, all right. That's okay. It's okay. He hurt the same day you told him and that's why you didn't. Yeah. I can see where the problem could come through that, my beautiful. You could feel sometimes that maybe you a little bit did it because you were trying to maybe get some type of revenge. In any case, my love, the decision has been made. It is what it is. There's no point, beating yourself up upon it. It's a grieving process. It's an acknowledgement, and it's a movement forward. You just got to do the best that you can every single day, sweetie pie. You did what you could, my love. You did what you could. And if ever you do need to reach out, I know that Juanson already, sent out that invitation to you, but mine is always open to sweetie pie. I know, my love. Shakira, you're going to be at 55 minutes. So 55 minutes for our beautiful Shakira. Game On is next, followed out by Pharaoh. And yeah, we have over here Juanson, who's going to be for Janelle. Okay. So first question is, what is this current thoughts and feelings for you today? Watson, I'm gonna say 10:30, sweetie. Same time, same place, same time. Why change something that's good, right? Let's just keep it the way that it is. Okay. My kids are watching Christmas movies. I hear Christmas songs. All right. So we're going to go over here. What are the current thoughts and feelings for you today? Channeled messages. And then I also have you down here. Okay. Thank you, Janelle. Janelle, I'm going to say if you want to go and have a snack, you can come back, my love. You're probably going to be up in about 20 minutes, sweetie pie. All right. So, Shakira. First question is first. What are the current thoughts and feelings? Channeled messages. Okay. Oop, over here. All right, my love. Feelings, 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 feelings. Channeled messages. I do want to go over here. I do also want to go with... No, I don't want that. I want this one. All right. When I tune into his energy, it kind of feels like there's... it feels like he's sitting, if you will, in quiet reflection about you. I feel like there's an emotional pull that is there that never really fades away. Spirit shows that you are there. You're into that beautiful space, into his heart, but into his mind. But at the very same time, I feel like he's a little bit into a space where he's thinking about a lot of things, where he's wondering a lot about a lot of things. Yeah. I'm going to say for the moment, my love, I feel like there's that very strong emotional pull that is there between the both of you. And I know that you occupy a very, very important place into his heart. Not just into his heart, but also into his mind. But I feel like his energy feels like it's slower today. It's calm, it's thoughtful, it's there, but it's slower. It's like there's not a lot of progress that is happening within it. I feel like he's thinking about how deeply you've affected him throughout the time, throughout the years that you guys have been together. And I feel like there's this sense of realization that what he is feeling for you is truly, truly, deeply genuine. Something that doesn't disappear, something that has been there since the very beginning, but that has simply been increasing over time. And those are all things that he hasn't necessarily expressed to you. Like he hasn't expressed all of that to you into that kind of a way. He might say he cares for you or that he loves you or that he holds on to you and he wants to be with you, but he doesn't necessarily express all those little things to you. So it's like his soul is there and carries that beautiful warmth for you. And he's simply there sensing your energy. And he wants to be able to say more, but often I feel like he holds back. But I feel like he holds back sometimes because he doesn't necessarily want to be, like he doesn't necessarily want to be, how could I say, manipulated. It's like if sometimes he feels that if he says too much about his love and his desire and what he wants, that you could sometimes kind of find this way kind of on through to kind of manipulate him through different ways. Like when you guys would have an argument or something, not in just into a normal moment where everything is going well, you're going to manipulate him. No, but in times where there would be conflictions. So emotionally, there's that mix of longing and admiration because he sees you as strong, as intuitive, as unique, and the connection that is there awakens him in so many different kind of ways. And I feel like he's simply there wondering, do you feel the exact same way that he does? Do you love him the exact same way? And he has such a strong bond towards you, but often he kind of fails to actually show you how strong that bond actually is. So that's what I'm going to say within his feelings towards you today, my sweet love. Now, when I actually go a little bit more, let's say, into the channeled messages, I feel like what he wants to say to you is that he thinks about you so much more than what he wants to admit. There's this beautiful space that is there within him where your energy is. It is calm. It is real. It is something that simply cannot be replaced. I feel like when he's not around you, he misses that spark, the spark that you bring into his life. I feel like often he wants to try to make things change. He wants to bring things to a deeper level, but doesn't really always know how to do it. So I feel like he replays a lot of the moments that you guys spent together into his mind. I feel like you're always a little bit of that piece into the middle of his chaos, into his days. And I feel like he wants you to know that his silence, whenever he's not necessarily talking or whenever he kind of pulls on back a little bit, it's not because he stopped caring. It's simply because of the way that he is. His stability is causing him problems, which I do agree. You challenge my beliefs. You do know me best. I'm upset with myself. Yeah, because he doesn't always follow through what the heck he says he's going to. Oh, look, soon he's going to. Soon he's going to give you what it is that you want. Soon, again. Getting over here, I fear sometimes being alone, being left alone. And let's go within the other deck. Let's go see the Hermity. Wait. There you go. Game on, let us know. You're not quite right away. I still have about 10 minutes before I'm with you. Just let me know if you're still around. What do you want? I need more time. And when he says, what do you want? I mean, like, what he's truly trying to say is, what do you clearly want from me? I know you could say it could be marriage, it could be this, it could be that, but I feel like he wants to clearly want to know what it is. I dream and wish for everything. That's why he says a lot of things like we could get married, but then doesn't necessarily do it. So I feel like often he takes things quite lightly, but he doesn't want you to know that he loves you as much as you do love him. What is that? It chop, deliver to you guys? What is that, Hanson? Thank you, Game On. Hi, Diane. I know. Okay, hold on. I don't want to miss any questions. Oh, let's go see the second one. And then is there something specific that he's been thinking about regarding you? Thank you, my beautiful Stephanie, love. there. I'm just going to gather all your questions, my love, so I don't have to look for them. Just 1 second. We're going to go to your second one. And I have your last one over here. Okay. Okay, hold on. All right. So just 1 second. I'm just going to make myself somewhat of a clearer list. Stephanie was at 11 minutes and Shakira's at 55. All right. Up next is game on, middle on. Okay, so sweetie, let's go with your second question over here. So does he have any plans? Does he have any plans that he plans to act on regarding you that he keeps to himself? If so, what are they? And if you told him, has he been actually looking for a ring? Okay, we're going to go and look at that, sweetie. So after Shakira, we're going to go and see game on Farah. Then I believe we have Janelle and we have Stephanie. Stephanie, if you want to come back in about 20 minutes or so, we'll leave you a timestamp. But yeah, it's going to be pretty much that, sweetie pie, for the moment. Okay. For the moment, what I actually feel over here is that I feel like he's sorting through his emotions. Like, what a long-term commitment would truly mean. In addition to the one that he already has onto the other side. So, like when somebody says, if you're serious, I'd like to have a ring, it kind of plants a seed that takes a little bit of time to grow. So I feel like at this moment, he's not necessarily, to truly answer your question, I do not see him looking for the ring at this moment. So I'm actually going to have to say, don't assume that he's shopping for a ring. Actually ask him. Maybe say you guys could go and shop together, right? I really need you to kind of sit down, have a real conversation with him about this, about the future together. Because at this moment in time, I'm going to say he's very much focused onto the emotional piece. He's very much focused onto you and him and things going well, but I don't necessarily see him looking for a ring, and I don't see him moving on forward into that kind of a way. So I feel like right now there's a great game of patience that is there, but I don't see him have any plans on doing anything regarding your relationship at this moment. I feel like when he actually proposed that, I feel like he was into a place where this is going to buy him some extra time. This is going to make things better. This is something you've been really, really wanting. But I feel like into his mind, he thought he could have a year or two to kind of implement this and start looking for, for the ring and do the preparations and all those things. He didn't necessarily think that this would all be happening right here, right now. He's got to make things happen. He's got to tell people he's got to get a ring and everything. Like, he did not plan on that at all. So this is just a little bit too much for him at this moment, but he doesn't want to lose you. So he's just kind of procrastinating his way on through it. So if you told him that you were serious about him, would he actually acquire a ring? Still not at this moment. Like, I feel you could procrastinate for a really long time with him before he would actually purchase you that ring. If he does end up purchasing one for you, it's going to be, I'd say, spring to summer, somewhere around that. Before that, I would love for you to get it, sweetie. I really, really would. But for him, from the moment where he gives you that ring, it's like there's something very important that's moving on forward. It's going to be happening from that. And he's not able to do that, sweetie. He's just not. So for the moment, I really, really, really need you to keep into your mind that he loves you. I don't want to take that away. He loves you and he cares for you and he doesn't want to lose you. But he's definitely trying to buy time and he's definitely procrastinating. And he'll procrastinate and buy as much time as he possibly can before actually purchasing that ring until he feels like he's completely lost you. And yet I don't want you to play that game. I don't want you to make him feel like he's completely lost you so you can get that ring. That's not any better. But I feel like it's going to take some time. So this was a little bit his way of bringing this upon, but it's taking its sweet time. And it's going to take its sweet time. So does he have any plans to act onto that? Not at this moment in time. No, we're just going to put this on pause. This is, I'm going to keep you happy. You're going to be happy with this. You're not going to push too much with it. Everything's going to be okay. We can continue doing what we've been doing because I love it and I love you, but I love things the way that they are. So he is serious about you though. And I do believe that into his mind, at some point in time, it is something that he would like to do. I don't want to say that he's never going to do it. I'm just saying he's procrastinating. It could take a year to 2 years before he actually does it. Now you say there's something specific that he's been thinking a lot about regarding you. Does he think about it a lot during the day? Gonna go and see about that. Now, I know that you guys have a very strong emotional link all together and completely natural wondering what he's thinking, what's going on, what's occupying their thoughts. But what I can sense over here is that there's that mental and that emotional activity that is around you. So he thinks about you a lot. There's a lot of memories. There's a lot of curiosity. There's a lot of unfinished conversations that replay into his mind. But rather than focusing on how much he actually thinks about you, Spirit is saying don't necessarily think about how much he's thinking about you. Spirit is encouraging you to look at why those thoughts matter about you. So if you find yourself wondering about him often, it's a sign that there's that continuing energetic tie between the both of you. Now, you can use that awareness to bring balance, to send peace, to bring that peace to your mind instead of anxiety. That's going to clear space for a healthier connection altogether. So for the moment in time, what I can say to you is this. I feel as though he often thinks about you. Absolutely. There's no doubt about it. When he thinks about you specifically, he thinks about your connection. He thinks about what you bring towards him. You bring him a lot of excitement. You bring him a lot of love. You bring him a lot of adventure. You bring him love and tenderness and understanding that he does not get onto the other side. So you bring him absolutely everything that he needs. You are life. The other person is duty. So think about it as your life, the other person's duty. Into the daytime, what do you think about most? Life. Life is good. It's fun. It's enjoyable. It's pretty. It's everything that it should be. It fuels your heart. It nourishes your soul. That's what you do for him. So he thinks about time spent together. He thinks about conversations. I don't believe he necessarily thinks a lot about the things that you would like him to do that he has not been doing. Let's say, the marriage or the ring, all those things. He tends to focus more onto the good, onto the positive, onto the beautiful things that you bring into his life, because that is what is important for him. I know that it's important for you to have those other elements, but for him, the importance is happiness. He finds that happiness with you, even if he's not married to you or if he's not giving you that ring. So that's what he thinks about. What you give to him. You give to him understanding. You give to him patience. You give to him love and opening and fantasy. You give him everything. That's what he thinks about during the day. And he thinks about you, I'm going to say all day. There's not really a moment where he's not thinking about you. Hold on. It is, ain't it? I know. I got you, my beautiful Julie. I am, however, going to send you a message a little bit later on because you're probably going to be up in about 30 minutes or so, sweetie pie. And thank you for your donation, my love. If you told, okay, we're gonna go and see the X over here, okay? If you told your ex off because he has to give you that he didn't. Unattractive. Well, that is interesting. Let's go see. All right, hold on. Okay. So, alrighty. All right. I have our Knight of Wands in reverse. At this moment, from actually blocking him, I see where you're coming from it, but I also feel like he's just thinking to himself, if you're going to block him, he's really not going to give it to you. So I feel like blocking him after the argument kind of a little bit fueled everything and left both of you guys completely frustrated. So when you kind of draw that boundary like that, I feel like he's surprised. I feel like he's defensive. But then I feel like he's going to be reflecting upon it. He knows that at some point in time you're going to end up unblocking him, or you're going to come back coming around because you're going to want what he actually owes you. So he knows that it is something that's quite temporary. So it's very, very likely that he's thinking about the argument into itself, like what was said. That's pretty much what it is. He's pretty much wondering, are you going to be coming back around, and when you're going to be coming back around. Other than that, I'm going to say he's frustrated. So for the moment, I'm going to say, you know what? He owes it to you. He owes it to you. There's nothing all that much that you can do. Center yourself upon yourself. Try to cool down as much as you possibly can. I don't feel like there's all that much that you can possibly do in regards to it, quite frankly. I'm going to say he's upset. He's very, very upset. But at the same time, the fact that you blocked him kind of gave him a little bit of a free card. Kind of made him feel like, well, hey, if she's going to block me, I really don't have to give her anything. She blocked me. What does she want from me? I'm just going to continue doing what I'm going to do until she unblocks me and comes back and harasses me. So as much as it's a really, really toxic situation, the fact of blocking him didn't necessarily make anything better. It just made him kind of upset, kind of annoyed that you did block him. But at the same time, it doesn't change anything from the fact that he does owe you, and that he is going to be expecting you to unblock him or to come around at some point in time, because he still owes it to you. So he knows that this is just like somewhat of a band-aid, if you will, along the way. In regards to what he actually feels is unattractive, so what I actually finds unattractive into the lady, Let's go see what he finds unattractive into her. A lot of it is actually part of her personality, the way that she sees things, the way that she says things, the way that she shouts things in different kind of ways. I feel like she can be really, really quite embarrassing every once in a while. And I feel like that, I know it's not a physical trait, I'll get to the physical traits into a moment, but personality-wise, this is really what stands out. She can really just be very, very blunt, come on out with all different kind of weird crap all over the place that makes no sense. And I feel like that embarrasses him. So that's going to be my number one embarrassment altogether that he doesn't really like and finds unattractive about her. Other than that, there is something about her eyes. Sometimes, I don't know why, I don't know what she does. There's something having like, and she doesn't usually have cross eyes. Like cross-eyed eyes, I think is how you call it. But there is something about her eyes that he annoys. He doesn't like it. Not at all. And she seems to do it like really, really quite often. Other than that, her ears, for some reason, her ears seem, I'm not going to say they're larger, but there's something about her ears that he doesn't like. And there's something about her hips. So I'm going to say something she does with her eyes, her ears. The ears has to do within the size, and her hips. He doesn't like her hips, is what I'm finding that he finds unattractive within her. Other than that, is her personality, because she can really just say weird stuff, not to say stupid things every once in a while that can be really, really quite embarrassing. And I don't think he likes that at all. Now, how are things between them? Are they good or are there problems? If so, are there a lot of fights? Let's go see. I'm not going to say they're bad. I don't feel like they're bad. I don't feel like they're perfect neither. Nothing is perfect in life, but I don't feel they're bad. Like, I don't feel like they're onto the brink of a breakup. I'm going to say they're okay. Like I said, every once in a while, she can be a little bit unspoken and say the weirdest kind of stuff, but other than that, I'm actually just going to have to say, I feel like sometimes they're not onto the right track. They're not into the right thoughts. It's like she comes from one planet and he comes from another. They don't have the same wants. They don't have the same desires, but they do find themselves into a sexual kind of a way, and that sexual kind of way kind of binds things between them. So I'm going to say onto a physical level, they're very compatible. That goes very, very well. That kind of palliates, if you will, for the lack that we have within personality and compatibility elsewhere. So for the moment, it passes on through. It's okay. But is it always going to pass on through? Probably not. So I'm going to say basically that's what it is. Do they have fights? They do. They have fights about money, basically, is what I'm seeing. Anything that is in regards of money, there is a lot of fights. Money and spending, what she spends money on and the amount of money that actually comes on in. That's basically where the fights are coming from. There's something in regards also to her going on out with different people, different friends, or something as such that he doesn't like. That seems to be coming into the way also. You're laughing. No, he's on. I got you, Shakira. I'm coming towards you, sweetie. Yeah. Oh, the physical thing is making you. I don't know. I see the big ears. Something about I don't know. I don't know what the heck she does with her eyes. And the hips, like the hips and the waist. There's something weird about it. He just doesn't like. It's weird whenever she walks or something. I see something, but it's like unclear. You say, what does he find really attractive and physically in you? Yeah, I'll give you some more message cards. All right. Here we go. So wait, hold on, because I did a catastrophe over here and just cards all over the place. All right, let's go see within you. What do we got? Wants and the donations are closed. I'll go and put your little skeleton hands in just a few moments, my love. When I actually tune into the physical appearance altogether, there's something about your eyes and within your eyes and within your gaze. He's captivated by the way that your eyes express emotions and warmth and confidence. Like, he notices the sparkle when you smile or when you laugh, and that just kind of draws him in, like, immediately. Your energy and your posture, not just the physical form, but the way that you carry yourself. He notices your grace and your confidence and your natural rhythm into your movements. That really does turn him on also. Your smile and aura of warmth altogether. So your smile definitely lights up his perception of you. I feel like he's drawn to that subtle energy that just kind of radiates from you altogether. Something having to do with your hands and your gestures. It could be the way that you move, the way that you touch, the way that you touch him, the way that you express yourself with your hands, I feel is very intriguing to him, and I feel like it is very sensual. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Your lips. There is something about your lips, there is something about your eyebrows, and there is something about your hair that he absolutely loves. So yeah, I'm going to say overall, he's strongly attracted to your whole energy. So the way that you inhabit your body, your confidence, really just the way that you are altogether, my love. I'm going to say you captivate him in many different ways. Let's go over here and over here. Message cards. You make me feel so very grounded. Whatever it is that you want from me, it's going to be a yes. I want you to know that things were complicated, but now I am ready. I can change if you need me to. I'm definitely serious about this. Sometimes I don't always deserve to be into your life. And let's go with one last one from this deck before switching on over to the next one. I miss all the small little things with you. And be patient, because a time is going to be coming. Because the time will come. The time will come. And I want you to know that you are perfect. Please don't give up onto us. You have changed me for the better. You are my other half. You're never very far from my mind. I am simply waiting for the right time. That being said, my beautiful Shikura, I will wish you a beautiful rest of laughter. Thank you for your beautiful patience, my love. And I'll see you a little bit later, sweetie pie. Game on, medal on. You do not need a timestamp because I know that you are around. I think I do have to go through PayPal though, so just give me one moment. Just one little second. I'm also going to update the list for everybody, okay? All right. All right. Hold on. We also do have Mimi Hwanson. No, actually, you're not even there. I think you're over here. You are very sarcastic, aren't you? Uh-huh. Okay, hold on. Oh, yeah, actually, wait, your question is right over here. A general love reading for this month. Okay, we're going to go and look at it. So here we go. I'm going to go and look at your picture also. Here we go. After Game on Metalon, we're going to go and see our beautiful Farah. Then I have our beautiful Stephanie. I have Julie, and I believe I have Mimi. We have Janelle, who's going to be after Stephanie. Okay. I think that pretty much does it for our list, my sweetie pies. So here we go. Game on Metalon. I am going to put you a little bit of a timestamp, and I'm going to go and see what your costume is since we're here. I'm here. You're here. Why not? Let's go and peek. So I'm going to put you at 132. All right. So let me just go on peek. Let's do that and this and that and that. Okay. Oh my God! I love this! Oh, you are gorgeous. I am definitely seeing the gothic look from it. I am. Oh, I love the choker. Oh, I love everything about it. Beautiful. Oh, I love. Yes. Oh, I love, I love, I love, I love, I love. You're absolutely gorgeous, sweetie. I do, I do, I do. I love your horns. I love everything about it. I love the choker. I love that little dress corset you've got going on. I love those little lace gloves you've got with that. Everything is absolutely gorgeous, sweetie. Yes. And the horns, they definitely give it off. Of course, that's what you are, a sea goat. Of course. Absolutely beautiful. That's all I have to say. Love it. Love, 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 love. Let's go see what's happening for you in love. So, all right. What's happening for you, sweetie pie? Okay. What I can see for you is this. The month is going to be about clarity. It's going to be about reflection, but it's also going to be about realignment. There's a very strong push to let go of the old patterns. of the old attachments. They're not always all that easy to let go of. It could be fears. It could be fears that have been holding your heart back. I feel like this is a time for you to tune into what truly resonates with you rather than settling for anything that is less than your emotional truth. Let's put it that way. Current vibes are self-love and reflection. Before any new connection actually deepens, you're being asked to ground your own heart, to reflect onto your past lessons, what you value in love, what excites you, what no longer serves you, what no longer excites you. Magnetism, your energy is drawing others to you for the following weeks. People are going to feel your presence more strongly. So it's going to be important for you to see who's going to align with your values and what you truly do want. Love opportunities. I do feel like there could be someone entering into your space who's going to resonate with your energy onto a deeper level. So deeper, I mean values, not just something that would be of attraction. So I'm going to say, if you already have somebody who is surrounding you that you feel could already be this person, then that existing connection will continue to evolve and to deepen. If that person is not already into your life, then that person will be entering your life into the following 2 to 3 weeks. And they will be able to bring that. You're going to know who they are because, often they say, how am I going to know who it is? You're going to know who this person is because they're going to be giving you this feeling of empowerment. And I feel it very, very strongly. When you meet this person, you're going to know. You're not going to have any doubts, and you're just going to know, I feel good. I feel strong. I feel powerful. I feel like I've got this. I feel like I can move on forward with this. I feel like this is right. I feel like this is the good connection. I'm happy and I'm secure and I'm comfortable within this. So that's going to be really important for you. Whoever this person is, if they're not already into your life, this person has, they have brown hair but short hair. They don't look like a baddie, all right? They don't get the horns. Their horns are hidden. But they have horns, let's say, inside, all right? They do have that little twisted, cute little side. But I feel like they show a different side. I feel like they're very peaceful. I feel like this could be somebody who is a sign of Gemini. So I need you to stay open to that type of an energy. I feel like right circumstances, right places, this person will come into your life from, I'm going to say, anywhere between November 14th to November 26th. So keep your energy open for that. Other than that, I need you to release those old ties, and I need you to continue to feel very, very empowered. So, and let go of anything that's not good for you, sweetie. Yeah, I know. And you felt the shift, right? There's a shift that's coming. There's a very strong release of the old, and there's a need for renewal. But whoever this person is coming on in, I'm telling you, my love, they look like an angel onto the outside. And they are. They're like angelic and sweet and loving and kind, but they have such a nice little twisted kind of fun side inside. They're like a hoot, honestly. They would fit you really, really, really quite well. So stay open to it, my love. I feel like they're 2 to 3 years younger than you are. Yeah. I know they sound like you. Let me know, my beautiful, if there's anything else I can do for you, sweetie. And thank you for your patience. I know it was a long wait tonight, sweetie pie. I'm sorry, my love. Okay, hold on. Please do so, sweetie. Please do so. Before I continue on to the list, I am, however, because everything is done into the super chats on almost. I am going to go and see Stephanie and Janelle before continuing. All right. So Stephanie, if you're somewhere around, I'm going to boost you on up to 141. And then Janelle, you're going to be on up next. Then we have Julie and Mimi, I believe. So let's go and see. Did Jonathan find you attractive and sexy? Is going to be the first one on up. All right. So let's do this. Stephanie, let us know if you are here. I'm going to go and see your other question also. Janelle, I would need you, please, my sweetie pie, to repost your question if you can. And thank you, Honson, for your donation for Janelle, sweetie. Janelle, if you could repost your question for me, I would truly appreciate it. You're going to be on up next. All right. So please post away, because when we post, it ends up being deleted by the chat fairly quickly. So here we go. Hold on. All right. So Stephanie, here we go. That is going to be good. So Janelle, you are on up next. So then we're going to be with Farah, Julie, and Mimi. So Stephanie, we are going to begin with over here. Did he still find you attractive and sexy? All right. When I tune into his energy regarding you altogether, I'm definitely going to say it's a yes. There's nothing about you that you have not become less attractive. He still finds you very attractive. He still finds you very sexy in every single way. It's not about your physical appearance. This is about how you carry your energy. It's about how you show yourself as being more confident, your beautiful, charming side, but also your authenticity that is driving him on in. So all those elements are coming on into play other than just the physical part. So I'm going to say, even in moments of silence or distance, he's noticing your presence. Why? Because of your aura, because of your movements, because of your smile, because of the way that you are in a million different kind of ways, shows him a certain admiration, but also attracts his desire. So he does still feel that very magnetic pull towards you that is very hard for him to actually ignore, because at the same time, he's trying to actually manage his emotions and kind of hold back. It's important to know that at this moment in time, he is trying to not just look at the physical appearance of who you are and what you have to offer, but also what you have to offer inside. That's what I'm seeing at this moment. So I feel like he's having actual problems kind of balancing through all of this. So There's no doubt about it, sweetie. Your attractiveness, it is there. It is perfect. Nothing has changed with it. He's probably even finding you more attractive now than you were then. Why? Because you're a little bit unattainable at this moment and because of everything that's been going on between you guys. But it's also your energy that has attained a certain level, a higher level. Your confidence, your self-assuredness, and all those things come on in to captivate him even more than when he was with you. So at this moment, he's definitely feeling more drawn towards you. And if he were to approach you, what would he say to you? If he were to approach you, what would he actually say to you? Very good question. So, Janelle, my beautiful love, I will be with you next if your question is posted, sweetie. Then we're going to move on forward to Farah. Honestly, his sadness, his loss, how he doesn't sleep all that well, how all of this has created many, many issues for him. The acknowledgement of your presence. He wanted to let you know that he did notice you, that he appreciates your energy, that he's aware of the impact that you have on him. I feel like he'd like to say to you that he sees you and you matter to him more than he's ever even actually expressed. I feel like he would also like to admit, even subtly, that you stirred a lot of emotions that he hasn't actually processed, including attraction, admiration, and regret for past misunderstandings. I also feel like he would talk to you about a desire for a connection, wanting to kind of bridge the gap between you two, even if it is something that is brief, even if it is something that is temporary, even if it is a little bit like that band-aid, that passage through. Not necessarily restarting everything, but just acknowledging the bond that you guys did share and do still share, and that it hasn't been forgotten. But I also feel as though he would like to respect your boundaries. I don't feel like he wants to overstep to make you feel uncomfortable. So I feel like sometimes he holds restraints to show that he respects you. So basically, if he had approached you, the message would have been heartfelt. It would have been quiet. It would have been sincere. It would have been a mix of admiration, of longing, but also respect for where you guys are and what you guys have decided. No, Shauna, I'm not looking at the chat, sweetie pie. Please do not write into. I'm not looking into the chat, sweetie. I do not look into the chat when I do readings, my love. It kind of disconnects me. Yeah. A nice picture, Sean. I do see it here, though. I do see it. You will definitely have a timestamp, Farah. Absolutely, my love. My beautiful Stephanie, I am sending you much love. I know that this is not easy, and I know that you've been faced with a lot of things, but you're doing great, my love. Do we have Janelle's questions anywhere, my dear Quanson? I'm going to go back and see because I do not see Janelle posting her question. I'm going to go back up and see where you've donated for her to see if I can find it, okay? I might be able to find it again and leave a timestamp. Okay, because it's almost this time. Okay, wait, I'm going on up. Janelle, will there be time for an answer? Okay, here we go. I got you. Okay, so Janelle's going to be at 1:49:30. Let's just say 150, okay? Let's just say 150. Here we go. 150 for Janelle. And does he still have deep feelings for you? And will he recontact again? Let me go see my sweetie pie. Up next is going to be Farah. Then we're going to go and see Julie and Mimi. And I'm going to finally post that we're close once, and I will. I'm going to get to it, sweetie. I'm going to get to it, I promise you. Okay, so what do we have? Thank you, everybody, for your beautiful patience tonight, sweetie pies. Okay, so my beautiful Janelle, does Michael still have deep feelings for you, and will there be a reconnect at some point in time? I actually feel like things have changed a little bit, sweetie pie. I do. I know it's not what you want to hear. I know that we have a lot of hope. I know that we have a lot of desire. I do feel like things have changed. I feel like things have changed quickly. I feel like it's a different type of a relationship than what we used to have. Do I actually feel like there's going to be a reconnection? I hate to say so. I do not feel as though there will. I feel like divine timing has done what it needed to do. I feel like this person is focusing more on different things into their life, which would mostly be, I'm going to say, regarding work. I feel like they're working more towards that. I feel like they're working more towards what they want, what they desire, and the movement on forward. So, I do not believe, my love, like, honestly, I don't want you to say, you know, we try to be as honest as we possibly can. So it's what I shall do with you, even though I know it's hard to hear. I don't feel like he's going to be coming on back, sweetie. I don't. I just feel like he's switched on up his focus, my love. And I feel like he's focusing on, he's not focusing, like, I'm not going to say there's somebody new into his life. I don't see anybody new. I don't see anything in love. I just feel like he's trying to focus on him, what he needs, and how he needs to move on forward. I feel like he does think on back towards the relationship. He does think about how things went, how things happened, and all of that. But I honestly, sweetie pie, I feel like things have moved, things have changed, but not necessarily into a love kind of a way. So I'm going to say I do not feel like he is going to be coming on back, because I feel like he's trying to move towards his own expansion, his own self, what is good for him. Which doesn't mean he doesn't think about you, because he does. Does he think about the relationship? He does. But does he want to return back into the relationship? That I'm going to say no, sweetie pie. I feel like he has moved on, my love. So I'm going to say there's still a lot of respect, there's still a lot of care, but there's not necessarily the want or the desire to return on back into what was previously. So I'm going to say no towards that. And I am sorry, my love. If ever you do want to contact me and you want to discuss about it, then you definitely can. It will be my pleasure to discuss about this with you if you want to reach on out towards my email or anything of the such, my sweetie pie. And I am sorry, my love. I'm going to go and see Farah. I'm going to post your message, Juanson. I'm going to go and tell Julie that she's going to be on up next also. So here we go. Farah, I've got you here. Here we go. Okay, so your question is, what are the next actions towards you after a holiday time and you spent time together? Nothing physical happened during the holiday. You just had a good time singing out, seeing food, and though we share the same room. Okay, got you, my love. We're going to go and look at that right away. I'm just going to go and send a message on out to our beautiful Julie. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Close this up. I closed the wrong one. I want to go and see Julie. Here we go. Okay, Julie's message is sent on through. And so here we go, my beautiful Farah. You are going to be at, let's put you a timestamp at 1:55. You did finally make eye contact. Oh no, that was over there. I'm really off. Okay, thank you. There you go. Thank you for posting. Oh, there you go. You did read my mind. Oh, Janelle, I'm sending you much love. If ever you do need to talk about it, sweetie, you can reach out to me into my email, okay? Here we go, Farah, followed out by Julie. Okie dokie. So, Farah, what's going on? What's going on over here? We're going to go and see. It's nice to see you, love. Thank you again for your patience. I know that you did pop in like once or twice, maybe 3 times. Yeah. Some days are a little bit more chaotic than others. Here we go. So, good thing we got timestamps. First of all, I do want to say I feel like, if you're wondering, like, did you guys have a good time? Did, AK's energy really enjoy? Yes. I feel as though Spirit shows that everybody did enjoy that time that you guys did spend together. Even though nothing physical did happen, I do feel like he did have a very strong emotional connection and appreciation for the moments that you guys shared. So maybe the sightseeing, maybe trying the foods, maybe being in each other's company. That time created that sense of comfort and that closeness that this person does value. However, I do have to say, I feel as though, I feel like in some kind of way that we felt a little bit, I felt like we were a little bit shy. I felt like we stayed a little bit into our zone because we didn't really know what to do or if it was acceptable or if it wasn't acceptable. So I feel like there was actually a lot of shyness that was coming from this person. Spirit actually shows into the next actions that are coming towards you that we'll have a little bit less shyness because we've already shared this very important, if you will, gap or experience together. So Spirit shows that he's likely to reach on out more often through messages, through calls, and really just to maintain that energy that both of you guys shared. So I feel like he wants to keep that connection alive, and I feel like he wants to check in with you more often, more regularly. As for the planning of future outings, I actually feel like at this moment, as for anything that would be future planning, I feel like it is something that we do want, but I feel like it's going to be casual little meetups, day trips, shared activities, continue to build memories together. I feel like this is his way of nurturing the bond, but without rushing anything that would be physical. At the same time, I feel like it's important to mention that I feel like he is observing your energy. I feel like he's paying close attention to how you respond to him, your interests, your comfort level, all those things before he even makes any deeper kind of moves. So he's very, very, very much cautious, but very much intentional. Now, into the emotional alignment, I feel as though his actions are going to be guided by how he feels with your energy. So as you give out the energy, he's going to be kind of mirroring a little bit the energy that you're giving on out. So if you want a little bit more, give a little bit more. He's aware that the connection is there. He's aware that the connection is meaningful, but he doesn't want to force anything prematurely. He doesn't want to risk to lose you in any kind of way by doing any type of false moves. So the overall vibe is that he's drawn to you and to the connection that you're building, even without the physical intimacy. The bond is there and it's significant, but his next steps are going to reflect patience, thoughtfulness, and a desire to see where this can grow naturally, which is why it's important, the mirroring type of energy. If you want a little bit more, give a little bit more, see how much more he gives you. That feed is going to be super important, all right? So altogether, even though nothing, specifically happened between you guys physically, there's a want, there's a desire to connect more, to get to know you more, but not to rush things. So the more you give a little bit, the more he's going to give a little bit. But all of that is going to be happening through different type of connections and moments and doing things together. This is not somebody who's rushing on in. This is somebody who is taking their time. So kind of feel like it's a little bit like playing a chess game. We each have to play the right move at the right place to make sure that nothing kind of, you know, hit that tower moment. All right. So interest is there, desire is there, but it's going to take a little bit more and a little bit more time before things actually kind of explode into a nice, fiery, kind of passionate kind of a thing. Because he, honestly, I feel like there's interest, but he's a little bit unsure about what you truly, what really, really want. And I feel like he truly is, even though he might not necessarily show it, actually quite shy. Sweetie pie, I'm sending you much love, sweetie. And I shall see you soon. If there's anything you would like to discuss with me, you know where to find me. And I'm wishing you a lovely evening, sweetie pie. Now, my beautiful Julie, do I have your questions into my... I do. Here you go. Mimi's going to be on up next. Alrighty. So here we go for Julie. And up next is going to be Mimi. Then we're going to go and see Juanson. All right. Sweetie pie. Let's go and tune into hubby's energy. What do we got for hubby? All right. Spirit shows that he definitely does sense that your deep feelings are there for him, especially after your recent date, because I feel like he can feel the love, he can feel the care, he can feel the intentions that you put into the connection. Maybe the holding of the hand, maybe even though they were a little bit kind of subliminal, they were there. I feel like it gives him that reassurance that your heart is there, but it's fully present without necessarily pushing on things into another level or into a level that it's not necessarily supposed to be into at this moment. So your energy is communicating your commitment and your desire, but to nurture the bond. And he's definitely noticing this, but he's seeing it with clarity. So how does he actually see the relationship at this moment? I'm actually going to say a lot of confirmation of togetherness. Like he feels aligned with you and he recognizes that you're both into this journey together. He understands that your relationship is a partnership, and that partnership means that you are built on mutual care and love and effort. Now, the confidence in making it work is going to be important. Your energy confirms to him that no matter what the challenges are ahead of you, because you guys have already gone through so much together, that you are committed to navigating them with him side by side by working through them. So Spirit shows him feeling more secure into the idea that you are both going to actively nurture and protect this relationship. There's also somewhat of an emotional resonance. So he feels that your feelings are onto a deeper intuitive level, and your love and your consistency reassures him that you're not just invested into this relationship emotionally, but also spiritually and energetically. And there's somewhat of a motivation over here to give and receive, to reciprocate. So seeing your dedication, your affection inspires him to continue showing you more into the relationship. So he's feeling encouraged to take those steps that reinforce the bond, knowing that you're equally committed. So basically, I feel like hubby is feeling reassured and loved and aligned. He knows that your heart is his, and that strengthens his resolve to make the relationships grow more steadily and more beautifully altogether. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Oh, à peu près 15 minutes, on a 15-20 minutes. Exactly.
Oh, je t'aime.
Et je t'aime aussi, ma belle. Au revoir. corazón. He is. He is. Uh-huh. Exactly, sweetie. Exactly, my love. Good night, Diane. Also, sweetie. Good night, love. It's my pleasure, my beautiful Julie. I say go and use all those beautiful energies, my love. You've got this. Oh, yes, you do. Let's go and see our beautiful Mimi. We're just going to close that up over here. I'm going to go and find Mimi. Here's Mimi. Is it a long one? It is not even a long one. Woohoo! Here we go. But I see letters. I see all different kind of letters. I'm playing Scrabble tonight, aren't I? Okay, here we go. So let's go play Scrabble together. Juanson, you're going to be on up next. All right. All right. Me. We're going to start Scrabble with the letter M. M for Mimi. T for... No, I'm not going to get into that. We're going to start with M2. How's that? M2. All right. I kind of feel like MT seems to be feeling friendly but playful towards you. Like the laughter about, your clothes and her continued engagement with you about meetings definitely does indicate that she wants a connection and is trying to get closer in a light and approachable kind of a way. But Spirit shows that she appreciates your presence and sees you as somebody who is very, very approachable, somebody who is very positive, somebody who is very reliable. So she's feeling comfortable enough to actually engage with you casually. And there's curiosity into your energy. And I feel like she may actually enjoy your company more than what she actually expresses altogether. If we move on forward to CH, what the heck's happening with CH? CH is different. CH is different. CH is kind of still navigating trust with you. She seems to want a better relationship, showing different type of friendliness yesterday, but there is that sense that she's cautious, like she notices your boundaries and is aware that there have been different moments of tension or doubt. So your joking comment to AL about, don't sabotage me again, kind of landed into a gentle, kind of clear message. So Spirit does show that she's understanding your energy and is taking note, but her feelings are still a little bit mixed of wanting, to connect, but also to kind of protect herself. If we move on forward to AL, I feel like that person's energy shows attentiveness and awareness regarding your boundaries, work dynamics. Spirit shows that she's trying to manage balance, wanting to support you, but also being cautious about workplace tension. I feel like her thoughts are practical, but her feelings kind of lean towards neutrality altogether. With a hint of cooperation. I feel like she's observing how interactions actually do unfold. So, yeah. Now, your work recently. I feel like Spirit is showing that you've had some positive progress, like small wins, collaborative efforts, and your professional energy. I feel like they're all being really, really quite noticed. Like there's growth, there's recognition, there's that subtle momentum that is building into your favor. So keep focusing on your strengths, on your reliability, and onto your initiative. I feel like the energy is onto your side to really just kind of continue creating those beautiful outcomes, because I feel like you're doing really, really good into them, and you know that you're doing really good into them too. Now, as for Mr. Ari, what is happening with Mr. Ari? Mr. Harry's energy over here is curiosity but observation. He notices your interactions, he notices your presence, he notices your contributions. But there's that subtle admiration, acknowledgement that is there into his energy. Like Spirit indicates that he's thoughtful about how you handle yourself, and he may be evaluating, reflecting, maybe even noticing your boundaries. So overall, there's that protective, positive, and respectful vibe that is there towards you, sweetie. So, my love, my love, my love, my love. If I am going to give you a message, I'm going to give you a little, an angel message, okay? I feel like your energy altogether, Sweetie Pie, is strong, but it's professional. I need you to continue setting your boundaries on radiating your light. The right connections will respect and they will align along with you. Now, a message is from Mr. Ari. Thinking of you always brightens up my day. You have a way of making everything feel lighter. I notice you, and it always brings a smile. Being around you feels easy, but also feels quite natural. Do something simple or don't do anything at all, sweetie. Just do what you need to do, my love. And Juanson, how was your day, my love? I had a weird weekend. I can't say I had a good weekend. I had a weird weekend. What is that? You're guessing you haven't to plan it? Yeah, I know. Oh no, what happened? Oh no, why? Oh, I hate when apps give you those I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. It's so frustrating. I feel for you. I hate it. It's horrible. Only a creator with another creator will completely understand, right? It's a horrific thing, Juanson. I feel for you, sweetie. I really do. No announce yet. Yeah, do you let me know? Let's go into your general reading. You should be knowing soon. I figure by the end of this week you should be knowing, my love. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Hold on just a second, okay? Juste une question avant que je le rajoute. Est-ce que je suis obligée de le rajouter pour avoir une conva à 3 avec toi? Ou est-ce que toi, tu peux faire une conva à 3 puis je vais juste le rejoindre? All right. Here we go. Love reading. Here we go. I feel like Spirit shows that your heart is open towards love. Well, it's half open. It's there, but it's not. It's like you're still a little bit into your teapot. You're still thinking, like, if love presents itself to you, you'll definitely take it. But you're still a little bit kind of hiding into your teapot, still kind of playing around with different type of energies. So I'm going to say there could be deepener. That sounds weird, doesn't it? Okay, no, I'm going to stop with the deepener. That is not even a word. I'm completely inventing this. I am positive of it. A deepening, yes. A deepening emotional bond. There could be deepening emotional bonds. That's what happens when I either sleep too much or not enough. Stupidity comes out. I'm going to say that you're definitely going to be attracting people who align more with your values and your heart desires, but there seems to be a tug of war between I want to get out of my teapot and I want to do something. I want to brew some new tea, but at the same time, I'm kind of sticking into the same little pot because I kind of like it. So I kind of need us to a little bit decide if we're sticking into the teapot or if we're walking out of the teapot. How's that? Oh my God. I need you to decide what you're doing with your teapot, okay? Oh my God, that could be constructed or construed in such a non-YouTube way. I'm not going to get into that one neither. Or your bat wings. I'm going to leave the bat wings for what they are too. All right, let's just leave them there. Yeah, okay. I feel like you're probably going to have some news, maybe not even this week. I kind of lied. I feel by next Tuesday, not Tuesday tomorrow, but the next one. I feel like things are kind of moving slowly, but I feel like things are going into the right way. You are having more personal growth. It is a time for you of alignment. It's letting go of frustrations. It's getting out of that darn teapot, all right? It's letting go of resentments. It's letting go of self-doubt. Sometimes we're into the teapot because of self-doubt. But your energy is strongest when you are clear, when you are focused on what truly matters to you. So what truly matters to you? It's your passion, it's love, it's family, it's friends, it's everything of the above. So focus onto that, my sweetie pie. Beautiful people will come on in from that. Opportunities, I feel like new doors are opening up for you. So continue with your courage, with your decisiveness. All together, my sweet love, it is going to be importante. All right. Let's go and do an angel message for toi. Then we're going to go and see what Elizabeth has to say. Angel message, you're exactly where you need to be. So trust your heart, honor your journey, and know that the love and abundance will flow towards you when you are completely and aligned with your truth. Elizabeth, I feel as though today she's battling her own little demons, but things are going fairly well. I feel like she's finding her peacefulness and I'm feeling quite reflective. I feel like it's fairly calm, not too much of a stressed kind of a day. She is thinking about you. She is thinking about your presence, not directly, but more into different type of interactions that you guys have had together. I feel like every time she thinks about you, she always has such a positive regard and such a beautiful care towards you. I feel like she wants to express to you her gratitude and her acknowledgement for the bond that you both do share. I feel like her affection towards you is also very, very genuine and is very open altogether. So, yeah, it's important. It's important that you know. Into your oracle message. Patience, let things fold naturally. Clarity, reflect on your true intentions and desires. And connection, energy will flow between hearts, even into the quietest moments. And let's go with some love messages. Thinking of you puts a smile onto my heart. Your presence lingers in my thoughts all day. I appreciate you so much more than words can say, and you make even the simplest moments simply feel special. I know. That sings about stars with bat wings. Now that is a completely different thing. Oh my God. That being said, I'm going to wish sweet dreams to every single one of you sweetie pies, and we'll see each other tomorrow. Same place, same time. So sweet dreams, my beautiful loves. Thank you, my dear Juanson. I'll send you the couple timestamps that we have in just a few moments.